everyone, and welcome to the second video for our Season 2 Finals preview. In this episode, you'll see Doublelift, Deman and Wickd answer some questions on the upcoming championship.
I think the Chinese teams and Taiwanese team TPA are the best out of them. And Frost is overrated as hell. Sword is overrated. They're good. They're good, but they're not that great. I know 100% every single team is saying Saigon Joker's blows, and they're not even like looking at what they play. The biggest surprise to the whole world, I think, will be IG, because they're extremely good and nobody even knows who they are.
Well, I mean, obviously, Azubu Frost won at the end of the day. They won the OGN championship, so you've got to put them up there. Najin Sword, Loco Doko said himself in the Korean playoffs, how much Najin Sword have improved since OGN. Saigon Jokers are a wild card that nobody really knows how they're going to turn out. They've been dodgy in Garana Premier League, but they pulled off the result when it counted. Taipei Assassins, many had down before probably IPL Face-Off as like one of the best teams because they were beating everyone. However, they've never really had their mettle tested against the top. Invictus Gaming, they were destroying people. Team World Elite, we've no idea how they're going to be. They didn't turn up very well at IPL Face-Off, but they've changed 2 members since then, and we've only really seen about 3 different games from that team since they've changed that team. So we've no idea who's going to turn up for that team.
We train really hard and we take it really serious, and we've done that for a long time. Compared to a lot of other teams, they started picking up lately because Season 2 and so on. TSM bought a gaming house a long time ago, but they didn't really take it serious. While being in a gaming house, they could have taken a lot more out of that. But I still think that everyone stepped up their game and everyone's practicing really hard right now. So I think it's all the same around now.
Training regimen, I guess we didn't really necessarily step it up. We kind of lowered it when we came back, and we've been lowering it. In Korea, it was super intense, but I don't think that lowers our professionalism. I think like it's good. It's good. We know what works for us. For us, 5 months in Korea, we learned how our team works, and our team doesn't work with 10 hours of practice every day. So yeah, practice, like short focused practice, is the best for us. And then when we grind scrims for no reason, we get nothing. In terms of like other kinds of professionalism, like PR and stuff like that, not really. We still trash talk and do dumb things all the time.
I'm not sure that European is very stronger, because right now we're playing against the Americans a lot. They're not that bad. They're equally strong, I would say, and we played against the Asians. They're also really strong. I think it all comes down to the teams. I want the European to be stronger because I think that if our side is stronger, that's also always cool. And it's like we're part of the strongest side, and the sponsors will like Europe more because they're stronger. So I really want that. But I don't think they're strong at the moment, and I think it's all gonna come down to how Season 2 happens.
I really think EU is coming quite strong into this, but we've had that before, haven't we? And it's kind of backfired on us. Just look at Anaheim. CLG.eu went over there as one of the strong teams, and bang, they lost. Granted, there was a few issues over there at the time. Obviously the headset problems they had. But even still, TSM said, yeah, these guys are legit. These are really hard. We've had Dyrus talking about it non-stop, saying how he thinks the EU teams are very strong. We've had MacNoon with an Amma today, talking about how he regrets SOAS not being there. So he really wanted to face SOAS. So these Dyrus and MacNoon both singing the praises of SOAS. They realize how strong the EU teams are.
No, not at all. Actually, now that I think about it, holy crap. SK is a joke. Yeah, SK is a joke. And then there's CLG.eu and M5, who are obviously good. I don't think Dignitas is a joke, and I think us and TSM are really strong. So I don't know what they're talking about. I think like maybe they like overvalue the strength of M5, and they think M5 counts for like 6 other teams' strength. You know what I mean? Like they just think M5 is so strong and CLG is so strong, but they can obviously be beaten. I'm not crying about our harder group. I don't think anybody can disagree. Our group is like the hardest because we don't, yeah, of the 2, whatever. It's like a 50-50 coin toss. Like I don't really care that much. I think Frost is overrated, super overrated. Even though we lost them at OGN, like I know exactly what to do against them. Their weaknesses are so apparent, because even if you watch the games where we lost to Frost, it's like, how the hell did CLG lose to Frost? Like you just watch this game and you're like, what the fuck? Frost is just like, they're all over the place. They're like they got crushed, basically, and then we just threw. And that just means we beat ourselves, to me. They didn't really beat us, we just beat ourselves. And like, I'm just gonna concede, they won. So you know what, they're better than us. But like, I think they're really overrated. Yeah, I think we're gonna beat them.
I'm really happy that we have Nigerian Sword in our group because I really love to play against McNoon and he's one of my favorite top laners, so I'm really happy about that. I think that our group is a really good group. First, because the groups are around fair, but I think ours is a bit easier compared to if you had been in the other group instead of some of the teams. So I don't think our group was unfair at all, and I think it's really good for us. We're aiming for first place, but you never know what's gonna happen. Like, you can't say that we're gonna get first, because if you do that, you're just gonna get flamed after you lose. So I'm not gonna say that, but I think we have high chance of getting first, but so does some other teams.